What is going on, guys? In today's video, we will be quickly talking about Ref and more specifically the Theta container questline. Real quick, for anybody who is new here, we're giving away a free copy of Tarkov on Steam at 3250 subs. All you have to do to enter is join the Discord linked in the description below, subscribe to the channel, and enter via the Discord giveaway channel in the Discord. Okay, so my thoughts on the Theta container. I think it's an absolute must get at this point, especially if you're someone who doesn't have the Gamma container from EOD or Unheard, but also has Arena. I know this isn't a huge portion of the player base, as most people do have EOD or Unheard at this point. But if you don't, this is an absolute no-brainer if you do own Arena. You also do get a free trial as well. I believe it's 3 days, and you can easily do it in that time and unlock the Theta container, especially if you set it up on like a weekend or maybe a day where you're off from work or school and you have a lot of time to play. It's really, really easy to grind for. Also worth noting, when the container first came out, it was segmented like a 2x2 and then 3 2x1s. Now it's a clean 4x2 with just one 2x1 slot for a total of 10 slots. Not to mention now, you also can fit the 3 long serve kit into your special slot, so that almost makes the sizing of this irrelevant. Before, it was pretty annoying, especially for players that like running the serve kit, because obviously, if it's segmented by a 2x2 and then 3 2x1s, you wouldn't be able to fit the serve kit into your secure container, which is game changing for people and would make people just not run it for that specific reason. But now if you have a serve kit, you can just put it into your special slot like this and you can have it on you at all times. You don't need to worry about putting it into your container, which is nice. So for anybody wondering, it is so easy to get. They've made it so much easier since the release. If anybody who was playing around the time Ref first came out, in the start, to even unlock Ref, you had to grab 3 posters on woods. You had to plant the 3 posters on 3 different maps. It was like customs, lighthouse, and reserve. The next quest was find like 7 Pevco beers, like 5 tartar jerkies, and all the arena quests were on ranked mode, and they were like cranked up to the extreme. Like I think one of them, it wasn't on ranked mode, but towards the end you had to kill like 50 or 100 people in Last Hero, which is like the free-for-all game mode, and that was with like every single weapon class, so like 4 different classes. And now all it is 100 kills like spread across any game mode. And just more about the questline now, it's so easy. Like I've said, even for a solo like myself, a vast majority of the player base can complete all these tasks on Arena solo in a weekend. And you can only imagine if you were to somebody who was to stack up like 3 to 5 people. With a stack, you legitimately might be able to get this done in maybe 15 to 20 matches. So definitely try and find some teammates if you're having issues trying to do the Arena quest line, and just try to find teammates. I don't know, there's probably some Discords, maybe in the Tarkov Discord, or just if you just had a way to find people that you can just actively communicate with, that would be a major step over just the random fill players. You also just, if you're doing your arena quests, your arena dailies, the weeklies, you'll passively get a lot of these quests done if you push for the quest line, and it's really not that hard to push to the quest line to get in the arena game itself. My thoughts on the arena gameplay: I think it's infuriating. I think it's awful. I think it's terrible. It's honestly probably one of the worst games I've ever played, but the quest line for the Theta is so easy, you might as well just do it, and the rewards are also so good that you're going to be getting, you know, like I said, doing the dailies, logging on there, you're going to be getting GP coins, XP, rubles in the process. So that's just my overall thoughts on the Theta container. If you've been considering to go for the Theta, or if you're just an older player like myself, because before this, figuring out how easy it was, I never would even have given this a shot, because one, I never used to play ranked, refused to play it, it was just, obviously it's ranked, so people are going to try harder than casual or whatever, but it was just not for me. So if you were like me and you just didn't want to try the quest line because you thought it was still going to be really difficult, I really think you should give it another shot. It's I think if if you're someone who's not doing it because you think it's too difficult, I genuinely think you will be like, holy shit, this is like the easiest thing ever by the time you get to the Theta container. I seriously think it's like maybe 4 quests on Arena. It sends you back to Tarkov. You have to grab something out of dorms, out of the Overseer key room. It sends you back to Arena one more time. You have to kill 100 players in any game mode across any amount of games it takes you. So you could play Last Hero, you could play Checkpoint. Probably wouldn't suggest Blast Game or Teamfight just because those aren't respawn game modes. But you could even do it on there. Just get 100 kills. It sends you back to Tarkov. You have to just visit the room one more time, grab a folder, turn it into ref, and you'll have the Theta container. So, yeah. Anybody who's thinking about getting the Theta container, especially if you play Arena, especially if you don't have the Gamma container from EOD or Unheard, I would highly recommend going for this secure container, because this is definitely wipe changing, having a 10 secure slot versus something like the beta, or God forbid the starting one that's a 2x2. You'll literally be doubling your size of secured items in your inventory.